as I was enjoying said candy, I saw that people got fired while they was trick or treat.
Fired.
Yeah, in terms of
McDaniels.
not
Well,
McDaniel and the GM. They fired them both.
And I think the OC.
And the OC, you're right. I said, yo.
Well, you know what people are questioning now.
I'm waiting.
Bring over McDaniels.
Why we do this all the time? Why we do this? Are you for real? And Deke, I know you're for real. That's the problem. Because you laughing. I know you're for real. Why are they like this, Deke?
Offensive assistant, maybe?
Deke, why? What
doesn't even have to
Deke,
be the OC?
Why, Deke? Why? Did we
Offensive
not
advisor?
just watch him fail again?
Well, that's what I questioned today. And you tell me if I'm wrong for thinking this way. Is McDaniels only been good when he has Tom Brady?
Oh, you don't say. So it's personnel related. Okay.
Wait. He had Mac Jones in Mac Jones' rookie year, and they made the playoffs.
How did you view Mac Jones, though?
Well, that's been Mac Jones' best
season.
That
was his best year. Yeah. His Pro Bowl season, right?
At least it was a decent offense. Where he's been bad with the Broncos, he's been bad with the Raiders.
I'm saying, if the only experience you've seen of McDaniels was that first season with Mac Jones, is that enough?
Am I wrong? I think that's it.
Fair enough, right? I'm not even looking into it even further. I'm just going to give that and say, yep, sure. If that
successful years,
right? That was because it was successful. We had a Pro Bowl quarterback, right? So either way, we still deem that as successful, right?
Yeah.
Pro Bowl quarterback, playoff team. How did you feel about that though? Like, would that have sold you on him as like you feel like he's the whisperer, he's the guy?
If you take out of all the Tom Brady years, right? No,
because it's part of my. I get it though. I promise I do, because right now where we're at with Canada, I know, man, everybody that pops up is going to legitimately be a conversation because we've at least seen some form of success. But at the same time, there is still context with said success for certain people, specifically this guy. Because now we're starting to look at it again and it's like, all right, this is not the first time we've seen this scenario happen for you and it didn't work out. So how many times do we keep believing that, all right, yeah, it's going to work? Or do we say, man, when you have Tom Brady and that type of personnel, hey, man, it can make everybody look a lot better.
Now, I do think there is something to being a better coordinator than head coach, and that seems to be McDaniels' path.
Or at least that's what we say, right?
Now I'm just questioning how good is he as an OC, really? And maybe we won't find that out until he gets another OC job, and he doesn't have Tom Brady for multiple years. I'm sure he'll get a chance somewhere.
Bro, the thing that killed me, did you see the quote when Josh Jacobs was
And hell,
asked?
I mean, if it's in the offseason and we fire Canada,
yeah,
I'd put him in the mix. I'm not saying he'd be our top candidate, but
I'm with it. It's just when I listen to Josh Jacobs and they ask him in terms of the offense, what could they do? And he's like, yo, that ain't my job. Just like, dude, if we talk about losing locker rooms, if we talk about the relationship, if we talk about that dynamic, I'm like, we've never had that even with Mad Canada. It's not even close to that. We've heard DJ come up here and actually swear in his defense.
We've heard Claypool say he wants more verticals.
You know what I'm saying?
That's about it, really.
Yeah, and it was Claypool. Bro, Claypool pump faked me too. I just want to let you know that. You know, Dolphins won last game, right? He dropped the IG post with like multiple picks. I thought that he cooked. Man, they said he had one catch for like 15 yards. I was like, yo, why y'all playing with me like that, man? But no, man.
That's a first step in the right direction for him breaking the Claypool curse.
It is. But you know, they oversold me, though. They was like, yo, told you, bro, this is the one for him. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, all right. Y'all keep playing, man. All right. But how you feeling, though, man?
About McDaniels?
Yeah. Because like I said, that's how I look at it.
At this point,
I don't like the retreading.
We're 2 weeks removed from the bye. I thought our offense did good things these last 2 weeks. I think you just got to finish it out with Canada. Again, I'm not going to be happy if the offense starts sucking again. I probably will say fire Canada, but you're just in too deep right now for any of that. Too late. Bye was the time to do it, I thought. And the offense improved these last 2 weeks. Rams game, I thought Canada did a good job, and I thought even Jaguars game, Canada dialed up some good stuff. That was a player problem.
No, for sure. For sure. Does it concern you at all with the talent that was in Vegas, though, compared to the talent that's here? I mean, just in the sense of, right, we would say that Devontae Adams way further along than any of our receivers right now. Josh Jacobs further along or more established than our running back room. Heck, you can make a case that Jimmy G obviously is further along than Mitch or Kenny. Any of that would concern you in terms of if he couldn't make that type of situation out there work?
Sure. That's what I'm saying. If we
Yeah.
don't have Canada, if we got rid of him, whether it was mid-season or after the season, I don't know if I'd have him as one of my top candidates.
I think I would want to talk to him.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
I definitely
Throw him
want
in
to
the
talk
mix.
to him,
Throw him
though.
in the mix of like 4, 5, 6 guys.
But it's like if I'm leaning, like I always say to myself, who are my front runners? And Byron Leftwich is like one of my front runners personally, right?
I'd have like him, Kingsbury.
Yeah, so I'm like, do I view McDaniels over Leftwich over a Kingsbury type personally?
I can't say
I
that.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm even more open to Kingsbury as a OC because I've never seen it at this level. So it's like I don't know. Maybe it was just the head coaching part was just too much for you. Now,
And I
let's
feel
see
like
you in
those
this
Cardinals
role.
offenses were better than any of these Raiders offenses, at least.
Yes. Whereas when I look at McDaniels, I'm like, once again, the common denominator in your success has been New England, but specifically Brady. The Mac Jones year was cool, but that doesn't sell me more than Kingsbury or Leftwich right now. But I kind of like, those are like how when I think of any of these new names that might pop up, or in this case, a reoccurring name, right? It's like, man, do I like them over these two type of dudes in terms of offseason? Offseason specifically. Like I said, I don't want to touch anything right now. We're in the heart of it right now. But offseason,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
can even admit that. It's probably not the wisest move. Who else would be in the... I mean, we've mentioned... how Todd Haley, bring him back.
yeah, and the thing with McDaniels, too, he was technically a head coach, so he wasn't as heavy in the conversation prior to him being fired. So I'm sure there's going to be some other or offensive-minded dude or something that's going to become available that would also become a part of this conversation.
Frank Reich
Right.
keeps losing down in Carolina.
It's just right now, they're not, right? Because they're in the middle of the season. But I'm sure there's going to be other names that pop up.
Maybe we just skip a step. We should get like the assistant QB coach, whoever's under McVay or Shanahan right now. Before they
Just go ahead and get to it.
Yeah,
right now?
right. Before they
It's
move
ahead of
up and BOC.
Get him as the QB coach, or
Yeah, get him on the low right now. And that's something the
Yeah.
Steelers would probably want to do because we wouldn't have to pay the guy as much.
Oh no, they definitely would, and it sticks with their model of build within, promote from within.
Yeah, just skip a step. Get a guy under that tree though, somewhere. I don't care where it is. QB coach, double offensive assistant.
Now Ryan McPherson says no to Cliff Kingsbury. He says Cliff is a younger Matt Canada when it comes to play calling. Cliff runs a college style offense.
He's had way more success than Canada in college. And then I'd even say in the pros as a head coach, like those Arizona offenses weren't bad.
Yeah.
They would start collapsing. I wouldn't even say in particular the offense, but the team would start collapsing late in the season, and they either go 8-8, miss the playoffs, or they got bounced in the first round against the Rams. I think that was the Rams Super Bowl run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kingsbury just has a better track record as an
offensive dude,
play caller, whether college
Yeah.
or pros. Period.
I would agree.
Period.
But McDaniels has the big clout because of the whole what he did in Brady or what he did in New England.
Well, he was comparing Kingsbury to Canada, right?
Oh, good call. Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it
good
Canada?
call. Yeah, good talk. Yeah, he was. He definitely was. So yeah,
Yeah, I guess you would say McDaniels has a better track record than Canada too.
yeah.
Even though it was with Brady. I mean,
No,
it
still,
still
the Mac
counts.
Jones year
Dude-
was more productive than
Yeah,
what we've seen from Canada.
Dude
So,
was
yeah.
able to be a head coach in multiple stops.
Yeah.
You know, Canada, the highest he's been is offensive coordinator here.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been pretty for the
No,
most
it
part.
hasn't. Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Absolutely.
But yeah, I think this is more of an off-season thing. And dare I say, if we can really get this thing together and get things clicking within this month, the offense might not be that bad.
We about to find out.
The
bro.
offense might not be that bad in December, January.
You know, this the get right game right here, man. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Hey now.
these next two.
Whew, hey now. All right.